As we say here, yum takrav chun hamesh tabari, wuchman under nav roshni. Takrav var chupad karan badlav. Meaning that collisions are not always destructions. Sometimes they reveal a new light within. Every strike, every clash gives birth to a change. In this spirit, our theme, Collisions That Create Change, invites us to look deep into this theme. A place of chaos, but as a canvas where impact is painted through encounters. Sometimes challenging, sometimes unexpected, but always transformative. Because progress is never born from silence or stillness. It emerges when ideas collide with limitations.
We embrace the friction that sparks creativity, the conversations that disturb comfort zones, the stories that collide with old narratives and give birth to the new reality.
This event today, organized by the Department of Training and Placement, also has an aim, that is to spark curiosity, have a conversation, and possibly create a change. Coming to the theme, most of the time we think of crashes as endings, but what if every crash is actually a launch pad? Again, imagine a world where every collision, whether it is an idea smashing into a routine, a culture clashing into another, or a moment crash our lives, those collisions are the meetings that push us off the predictable path. They surely are uncomfortable, but they are also where growth happens. When a tradition collides with innovation, we are forced to rethink what is possible. When a failure collides with perseverance, we discover resilience.
Our students have always shown that they are next to none. They are always delivering at the best levels that we expect of them, and the demands are ever increasing. So today's TEDx function is an example of that.
This year, our theme is collisions that create change. We often think that progress happens slowly and smoothly, but in reality, big changes happen when different ideas, different experiences, and different viewpoints meet.
Baguk hal wuch az khaban tat bagas mazchu yimbarzal myon wuchan yatkun dohmein rawan tat bagas mazchu yimbarzal myon wuchan yatkun dohmein rawan tat bagas mazchu yimbarzal myon gumuch kya tham khur tat badlai gumuch kya tham khur tat badlai bulbul trevit solmut chus बुलबुल बाग की शान होती है गोमुच क्या थाम खुर तथ बदलई बुलबुल ट्रवित चुलमुत छुस यमिक गुलाब निमुच कावन तथ बागस मज छु यिम्बरजल म्योन यमिक गुलाब निमुच कावन तथ बागस मज छु यिम्बरजल म्योन.
I'm also the special envoy for the President of Timor-Leste, and I'm happy to share with you all that I'm the youngest diplomat in the history of the world to be officially working in a government. I'm studying in grade 8 at Ryan International. You see, as a child, when I was at the age of 6 years, I was more scared than 16-year-olds. And 16-year-olds are more scared than 26-year-olds. This is because the younger we are, the less chance we have to be a part of the decision making. ये सब कुछ destroy हो रहा था. I saw it from my very own two eyes. And that struck me so hard that I felt the urge. I felt the urge to do something. I felt the urge to speak up. To plant minimum 1 tree every year to pass their final examination. After my request. So maybe the NIT of Srinagar could also implement such kind of initiatives, you know.
It's an early morning and the world is beginning to still. A thin veil of mist blankets the landscape, and a distant hum of life slowly builds. I find myself standing in front of a modest government building in a remote town. Its faded walls and crowded waiting area telling stories of struggle and resilience. Inside, people wait, hoping for solution to their problems that stretches beyond paperwork. And this is where governance meets reality, where policies are not just documents, but decisions that shapes lives.
But collisions can be gentle, they can be very deep. And today I'm going to narrate some stories of personal triumphs that have shaped what I do today. You weren't born then, you did not exist. Maybe you existed somewhere in the cosmos, who knows? But in 1979, I did exist. I'm bringing you to 1979 because I was here, right here, very near here, on Dal Lake. Outside Dal Lake, picture a little girl posing for a photograph, just like this. I still have that photograph with a hat and just with lights shimmering around.